So Hashgraph, Hedera in this case is providing the trust layer for AI. Now they're sort of the earliest uses of Hashgraph or Hedera for AI that we've already talked about and everybody kind of understands. And that is providing provenance of LLMs. And so
The trust layer for AI. Well, if you're in the Hedera community, you know that was Mance Harmon, founder of Hedera, talking about AI and what Hedera's role is going to be. You know, we sit here and we talk about RWAs, talk about stable coins, smart contracts, potentially NFTs. Really, AI hasn't really been talked about when it comes to Hedera, at least not until now. Big AI news coming out of the Hedera camp, which I'm going to share with you in this video. We're also going to take a look at some price action, some key levels I have my eye on, and a potential very bullish pattern on the high time frame for HBAR's token that could send the price to its next level of resistance, which is post 20 cents. We'll post above 20 cents. So like the video and let's jump in. Today, we're going to focus more on the AI vertical from Hedera. In other videos, we've done stablecoins, RWAs, but today's focus is going to be AI because one, that sector is heating up really, really fast. And two, well, you hear what Mance just said. Let's take a look here. This is posted by Generation Infinity and reposted by Hedera. We'll take a look here. Breaking news: Accenture Equity Labs and Hedera Foundation partner on AI governance for government and public sector. Interesting. Government sector. Okay. Paired with Accenture's AI leadership, which has around 733,000. Holy crap. 733,000 staff? Must have missed a K when I was originally reading this over before I went live with the video. Anyways, $3 billion invested in 9,000 plus clients. That has to be a typo. 733,000 staff and 9,000 clients. Anyways, the trio will use the Hedera network to power trusted global systems. A little further breakdown. This was posted by the Hedera Foundation. We're excited to introduce a new AI solution that will help governments and public sector organizations manage AI-driven decisions with transparency, auditability, and trust via Hedera. Again, going back to what Mance said, the trust layer. Through this strategic integration, we aim to deliver transparent, tamper-proof oversight for AI and generative AI systems deployed in the public sector. Here, Accenture will work with Hedera to create playbooks for the business logic of AI at scale and implementation strategies that make full use of the Hedera network's capabilities in the public sector, including the Hedera Consensus Service and the Hedera Token Service. Alongside this, Accenture is developing a blueprint and pricing model to help make verifiable governance modules built on the Hedera network viable for public sector integrations with a wide range of ERP and digital platforms. Created in collaboration with Equity Labs, these modules will be piloted in select AI and machine learning applications. Together, these technologies provide an immutable record of AI decisions and actions, helping to enable data integrity across autonomous systems. I think this is one area where a lot of people are a little skittish when it comes to AI, is the integrity of the data. What's it being fed? Who's feeding it? And how is it learning from its own decisions and from its own information? You can learn more about this announcement in their latest blog, which if you just go to the Hedera FNDN on X, the handle there, I'm sure those of you watching are already probably following this. You can read this entire blog in its entirety at your own leisure. A little bit of, I don't want to call it bad news, but this is something that we saw a trend of, and well, it's official now. The SEC delayed its decision on the Hedera ETF application submitted by Canary Capital. There is zero doubt in my mind that Hedera's ETF will not be passed. It'll just be later rather than sooner. So just keep that in mind. Now on to HBAR price action. On the weekly, broke out of its downtrend, came into this is going to be a really, really nice inverse head and shoulders on the weekly, but we're seeing a more clear picture of this on the daily time frame for HBAR. As I use my handy dandy head and shoulders tool, we take a look, we draw, and then this is going to be a little inverted, my friends, okay? But we are right now in the process of creating that right shoulder. Now, the question is going to be, how low will this right shoulder dip? We know it can't dip past the head, which would invalidate this pattern. And that price is 15.70 cents. So if Hedera's price comes down and we break below that 15.7 cent level, then this is an invalidation. My bet is we come down and we make our low at the 9-day moving average, which currently sits at 16.994 cents. I would keep an eye. If you're a trader, I would bookmark this exact price, 16.99 cents, and look to see what price does there. If we get a rebound or a V-shaped recovery, this inverse head and shoulders is going to play out. And the measured move on the breakout, one, we clear the cloud, but two, you can see here just an almost perfect move. We talk about measuring moves to the last high we had before we had that big spill off, which is right at 20.5 cents. Okay, so those are the levels to keep an eye on. A dip down to 16.99, looking at potentially long or maybe add to our Hedera bags, me personally. And then watch for that breakout. We might come into something where we break out of this, we meet some rejection at the cloud, come back, retest the neckline, and then off we go to that 20.5 cent level. Or this could just be velocity, momentum, taking price through the neckline, through the cloud. And hey, maybe we blow through this 20.5 cent resistance level and we go right to the next one, which is going to, in my opinion, the big one. As you can see here, the high volume points denotes, and I'll drop a horizontal here, 28.82 cents. We had over 12.3 billion HBAR that was sold at that price level. That would be the level I'd be eyeing from a long-term standpoint. And then really it's clear skies until you get to about 40 cents. 40 cents, there was a little bit of a gap here between around 39.14 and 40.24 cents, where we had a total of around 55 billion HBAR that was sold. Now, of course, this is going all the way back to December of 2024 and then to January of this year. Once we clear that, guys, I mean, it is literally a blue sky breakout to new all-time highs. And so exciting times are ahead. We know price action has been a little mundane, been a little more to the downside for HBAR, but fear not, HBAR's time is coming. We hope you enjoy the content. If you want more Hedera videos, we have an entire Hedera playlist curated on this channel. Go ahead and check all those out. And also, come watch our live show Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Until the next one.